I was muted. Hello, everybody. How are you all doing? How are you all doing today? Are you ready to do more puzzles and be confused? I have my little buffering bar on my head, or buffering circle on my head, just because of how strange this one is going so far. We're only like a few hours into it, and I'm already just like, huh? I do have a theory though, but I'm not. Well, maybe I'll bring it up because I don't remember if I brought it up yesterday. But my theory is that like it'll be something to do with like dream stuff. Can't connect to the cloud. What do you mean? What do you mean you can't connect to the cloud? There we go. It was being weird with me. Let's see, we stopped in the middle of Steam. Why are you not connected? Why am I disconnected from Steam right now? What? Is Steam down now? What is going on with my Steam? I just started the stream! I know it's got a connection. My stream is fine. Okay. Is he gonna behave? Oh! My question is if he's in there and we're out here and he's out here and we're in there. My question is where is the sheriff and he's in there? Hello, Rocket. How you doing? As you may or may not know, I'm struggling to open the game because Steam is wanting to bully me today. It's just like, oh, we can't sync the cloud data, and if you play anyway without syncing the cloud data, you could permanently lose your game stuff. There we go. It's very strange, but thank you for the little bit. Let me see. Oh, it's starting us exactly where we were. Okay, let's go over here. How are you doing today, Rocket? And then let me get all that. Okay. And so now that we have more time, we can actually finish up this puzzle. Seems Cloud made it more unstable. Oh no. Yeah, this is the first time that I've had issues with it, I think. Other than like, I think I've had some issues with it with like VR chat, but it's just like this is all online and like the account uses a VR chat account, so like if the cloud is having issues, it's not gonna do me nothing. I'm doing good, a little stressed, but good. Oh no! What's stressing you out if you're comfortable with sharing? Okay, so we needed to find more things that looked like the piano notes to unlock them. So we need A, B, D, and E. So I think we got all of them for this area. And if I take too long in this room, I might just look up a guide, but I am gonna do my best to just do it with all my own little brain power. Getting back into voice acting. Nice! Nice! I remember you telling me a few times about doing voice acting stuff. Well, hopefully it goes well for ya. Let me see. I know I've wanted to do it, but it's just I don't know the best way to go around it. Okay, I think we might... Wow, this is amazing! The bud became a flower. But why did it suddenly bloom? Hold on. One of the petals looks strange. That's the piece of... Oh. Very interesting that I... Huh. Okay. One of the petals is in the shape of a key. Hey, a key slot opened. Let's go take a look. Okay. Let's... No, not the camera! Let's see. Put that in there. The D key probably fits here. Yeah, just like I thought. Okay, so we need 3 more. It's just a matter of finding where they are. This a nice scent. The shadow from the candle holder makes the key shape here. Are you sure about that, Deanna? Are you sure there's a key shape here? I think that was in the other room. Okay, I think we have all that we can do from here. I'm not sure what's going on here other than like having to take a picture of the plate in the one area. Let's see, anything in the forest? Did we take this one? Pattern looks like it's fanning out from the center. What if we change the angle or maybe reflect it somehow? A reflection? I think that thing would just fit, so why don't we put it in the middle? That thing? The tumbler? Oh! Oh, this tumbler fits right in the center of the pattern. Look at the surface of the tumbler. All the curves are now straight on it. You're right. Do the shapes mean anything? I wonder if they could ever mean anything. Now we got the E. Key slot opened. The key's shape appeared after this pattern was reflected into the tumbler. Let's see, it was the E key. Get that in there. I believe the E key will fit here. Pretty snug. I knew I was right. Hey, another light turned on in the dial over there. Doesn't this mean there's a new wallpaper? Let's go change it now. Cool. This time a light on the bottom turned on. We have 5 now. The pattern will be added this time. I have to say, this is kind of fun. Fun, huh? Guess I'm having fun too. We should turn the dial again. Whoa, what? We're in the sky? My heart can't take this. Amazing. Whoa, even the ceiling is gone. It's just like floating in the clouds. Oh gosh, I feel like my body would just be like, what is going on? Get me off of this crazy thing. Water is in both the wine glass and the pitcher. The note has a star, a pitcher, a wine glass, and an eye on it. So this means looking through the wine glass and the pitcher lets you see something? Star referring to the shining thing on the wall. Does this mean we have to look at the light on the wall through the glass in the pitcher? Yes. Why won't you let me? There we go. That's just silly. I don't know if that's how reflections work, but yeah, no. Benefit of the doubt. Whoops, this is the 7th one. Oh god, what the hell is that? It's headed straight for us! Brace yourselves! Relax, it's just a projection on the wall. It looks real, but it's not going to come out. It frightened me. Oh, the cover for the A's key is open. Let's put it in. Whoops. Oh my gosh, we have to wait for them to align. Nothing like playing pranks on your brain by screwing with your senses, right? Also, I grabbed an energy drink for today's stream because I was a little bit tired yesterday. So, hopefully... Nice. Hopefully it'll help me with something. There's a moment when you can see a key. This is pretty ingenious. Alright, let's input the last key. Okay, let's put in the A key. I believe the A key will fit here. Pretty snug. I knew I was right. And then the B key. I think the B key would fit here. Oh, it's in perfectly. I knew it. Oh, this time the button on the left is lit up. You're right. It looks like some sort of play button. Let's check it out. This button is flashing. Should we try pressing it? We got this far, so I don't see why not. Oh no. Oh, all the keys fell out after it played a tune. A letter lit up while each sound played too. Let's pick up those keys first when we start worrying about the sounds. So, I forget what the order was. Got some of the gamer facts, 9,000 gamer subs. Oh, nice. I was thinking about doing it. I was thinking about checking out the free samples of their stuff, but I'm not sure.
I found it funny that like they're shipping specifically for the free samples. And you either have non-tracked and tracking, with both prices being like $4.20 or $6.90. I thought that was funny. I might order some after today. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I also saw that there was like one that was like titty milk. That like apparently tastes like blue raspberry and milk, and I'm like,
I do like blue raspberry. These keys fell out from here. Should we put them back in?
Maybe it's a better idea to put them back where we got them from. I want to put it back so that way I can know what the puzzle was. I was not prepared to memorize something.
Let's put the keys back in the harpsichord.
And they're all put back in the place. We can play it whenever we want to now, if we wanted to. No. I don't remember what it was.
Oh, can't play the flats. I was gonna play a little bit of green sleeves, but I can't.
Does it let me play again?
Oh, cool. Okay, let's hear the sounds again.
B-E-A. It's in the exact same order as before. It doesn't look like it's random then. I wonder what these sounds mean. Okay, I'm gonna play it a few more times. Because I almost got the titty milk, but I don't want to kill my parents with the culture shock. Fair enough.
How about we check the sounds again?
Oh, wait, no. CB.
Okay, I got it. Still in the same order, each note sounded once for a total of 8 notes. Maybe we need to play it in that order?
Play what? That instrument over there?
Yes.
But yeah, I feel like I'll probably get the free sample before I think of getting like a thing of 100 servings. Just in case I'm not a fan of it. An instrument. Can you play any, Deanna?
The tambourine? Oh, and also the castanets and the triangle. Surprised. I'm expecting a great performance from you when we escape here. Are you doubting me, Fi? My percussion skills are so good that I made 5 of my friends cry during playing the tambourine. There might be 2 reasons for that. It's hard to imagine regardless. Keyboard instrument. We returned all the keys, so maybe we can play something.
Can I actually do it? Thank you.
So it was D, E, A.
Oh, I think that was the wrong C. So... my brain. No, wait, that's C. Wait. No, yeah, so that was the C. And then... did I put this down wrong? Or did they actually hit B 3 times? B. I did it wrong. I feel like the one in the ghost one didn't give me that much issue. Okay, maybe if I have it in like a number order. This is gonna take a little bit. When I learned some larger streamers got to name their own flavors, I came up with a name purely because I think it's funny and will name a flavor that, if given the chance, what would the flavor taste like though? Like what would be in it? 3, 4. Oh, I was thinking there was another A and B. Those are F and G. Oh no. Okay, that's what my issue was. Okay, I think I got it. Let's see. I feel like watermelon would be nice. Okay. There we go. My goodness. Oh, good. It played okay. We're finally out of here.
The hell is this?
Looks like a button.
Guess we should push it.
Dumbass. Can't you read?
Don't be so mean, Fi.
Warning, do not press this button.
Pretty intense for just one button.
Right. That we're not supposed to press.
And what exactly are we supposed to do? We've checked out this entire room. There's nothing here that looks remotely like it to unlock the door.
The one thing we haven't investigated is this button here.
Oh, does this blow us up? Is that why this whole team is dead in the other ones?
Okay, I'm gonna push it.
Wait! Hold on!
What?
Your hearing going? I told you there's a warning on it.
So what? If there was a warning sign saying don't leave this room, does that mean you'd stay? It's just an empty threat. If we really weren't meant to push it, then it'd never be put here in the first place.
What if it's a trap?
Trap?
It's human nature to want to press it after being told not to. This setup is just bait. By giving us this warning, Zero's plan is to manipulate us into pushing it.
What if we do then?
Something bad will happen.
And that would be what?
I don't know. Maybe one or all of us will die.
That's ridiculous.
May I interject? If this really is a button meant to kill us somehow, why would Zero put something like that in the open? Don't you think that's strange? There are several other ways Zero could make us die.
Exactly. Like maybe putting poison in our bracelets. There's no need for him to use this button to go about doing the deed.
It's a game. What? Remember what Zero told us? It's a decision game. Our fates will change depending if we decide to press it, or if we don't. Anyway, I think we shouldn't do it.
It's a stalemate if we don't. We'll never get out of this room.
Yeah, even if that's true, it's better than our lives not advancing any further than this.
That's true. Don't want to press the
Getting
button. The
nowhere.
button. Nope, don't want to. I want to press it.
Shall we take a vote?
I say we should push it.
I vote that we don't touch it.
What about you, Diana?
She's like, I don't want to be put up to this decision. Because the fact that this team is all dead, the fact that this,
There's no way to know what will happen if you don't press it, right?
the fact that we're all dead in like all the other routes that we've done is very concerning.
Listen to me, Diana. Don't even think about touching it.
Zero's telling us not to push it. We need to do the opposite. Don't forget, he's the enemy.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
You should have a bad feeling.
Really bad feeling.
I'ma press it. And we could just go back if it makes us blow up.
What?
Okay, it made everybody blow up. It was in charge of the whole place. Oh no. Just straight up game over. It's just like, nope, you shouldn't have pressed that, you silly. Okay. Let's see what happens if we actually don't press the button. We're just gonna have to sit here for like a minute. But that's fine. The way it skips is very weird, but you know, it's okay. This must be some kind of isekai quartet. Either you'll be fine,
There's no way to know what will happen if you don't press it, right?
or you'll be meeting a new group of friends at a school. If you got teleported to. That'd be funny.
Listen to me, Diana. Don't even think about touching it.
Okay, I won't do it this time. You can count on me. You can count on me, Fi.
Zero's telling us not to push it. We need to do the opposite. Don't forget, he's the enemy.
Maybe you're the enemy, Sigma. Who am I to know?
I've got a bad feeling about this.
How am I to know, Sigma?
Really bad feeling.
That you are a good boy. And that your old age has not made you evil.
What if there's a bomb and this button turns off the timer? If we don't push it, then we're goners for sure.
Button that turns off the timer.
Don't press it, Diana.
Technically, do
You have to push it.
do the other characters all see the timers?
Push it!
Like where is the screen that shows the timer? I didn't see any screen. There was an indentation. That was about it.
The door!
It opened.
See? Didn't I tell you?
It opened because we didn't touch the button?
It's the only thing that makes sense.
Hey, not necessarily. The door might have opened if we had pushed it anyway. We don't know.
Ugh,
I know.
man.
I know.
Anyway, we should go. The door might close if we take too long to get out of here.
She's got a point. But yeah, I know, Sigma. But you don't know because you're not the main character no more. You're just jealous.
Sigma, how old are you really?
My body's 22. My mind, well, by now it must be almost 67.
Oh,
67?
oh, man.
You remember, right? I told you my consciousness came from 2074.
Oh,
Does that mean you were 67 there in the future?
stinky.
The details are a little more complex than that.
Yep.
But that's more or less correct.
So is it the same thing with 5?
Yes, it's the same. She came back from the year 2074, too.
Oh, she's an old lady.
There's one difference. Her mind's still young.
Ah,
She must still be around 20 years old.
That would mean she was born approximately 2054.
No. She was born in 2008.
Huh? But the math doesn't...
From April 2029 to January 2074, she's been asleep inside of a pod.
A
huh.
what?
A device that is capable of placing someone into cold sleep. There's 45 years of blank nothing stuck inside her mind.
So that's why she still thinks like a 20-year-old. But how?
How what?
How is it possible for you and Phi to come back to this time?
The shift phenomenon.
Shift?
Does that mean she's technically
It's short
14,
for
like,
space-time
right
human
now?
internal fluctuating transfer. Essentially, it's when a human
Or is my math
consciousness is
wrong?
sent through time and space. For example, yes, we can use the button from earlier. We didn't push that button, and we're here right now. However, there's a world where we did push it somewhere in this time-space.
And we blow
This
up.
world, this history, infinitely branches off as a result of momentary decisions. There are other yous, other me's, and other phi's. All of them exist in those different histories. Shift is the phenomenon which allows us to send our consciousnesses to them.
This is difficult to take in all at once.
Hey, you're gonna break her
It's the
brain,
truth.
Sigma.
Still, if you don't explain to me how it does whatever it does,
So you want to know what it is exactly? I'll sum it up in one sentence. I don't know.
Really now?
Did I come across as if I didn't care? This is the conclusion I reached after 45 years of consideration. I know how shift works. But as to why the phenomenon
IDUNNO.
happens.
Wait,
I don't know.
did you just say you know how shift
Thank you for
works?
the resub, Moki. How
Yeah.
you doing? 11 months.
How does it
Oh
then?
my gosh.
Two things are
Almost a whole
required.
year.
Innate abilities and danger to one's life. Basically, when a person with disability faces a life-threatening crisis, that's when shift kicks in.
And both you and Phi have this strange ability?
A lot of odd, inexplicable things happened to me when I was a kid. One winter, my friends and I went
I'm not
fishing
sure what you're
and I slipped,
referencing, Moki,
falling
but
into the
yeah.
water. I woke up under the blankets on my bed. It was the next day. When I saw my friends at school, I asked them, what happened yesterday?
Oh yeah.
They spoke up and said, you blew us off. You promised to come fishing, but you up and canceled on us. There's more. I was about to get run over by a car once and found myself in the school gym. I fell off the roof only to wake up on the school bus. Things like that. Of course, at the time I had no idea what was going on. I just believed they were extremely vivid dreams. But now, I know. I had shifted to another world, in another history.
He's been shifting his whole life and didn't even know.
Where's Phi, by the way?
Huh? Oh, she's gone.
Oh no, she's been eaten by the
I saw
dog.
her over with Gab just a minute ago.
Gab ate her.
Gab was hungry.
Now announcing the current casualties. C Team, Carlos, Akane, Junpei.
Oh no.
Q Team, Eric.
He deserves it.
These 4 are now deceased. As a result, 4 X-passes will be revealed. Fire, crash, 5, ice.
Huh.
That is all.
Interesting.
No!
4 people are dead? What the hell happened?
They were executed
Executed?
from the vote at 1330. Because of the outcome, the 3 in C Team.
But wait, that's weird. When you voted back then, you chose Q Team.
Are you sure?
Huh?
Did I really vote for Q Team?
What are you saying?
I don't remember. I don't remember which team I voted for then.
But that can't be. We weren't injected with the amnesia drug afterwards.
I know, but still.
Wait, hold on. There's another possibility. Maybe the 3 teams really did split the votes equally. All teams should have survived without dying in that case.
I think
But
I think
they're-
so.
I know.
I think I did it right.
Just
right?
saying that maybe C Team was all killed because of something else.
Yeah.
They could have gotten into a big argument and then killed each other.
No. But why would they do that?
Can't say I have any idea. Still, can't we say the same thing goes for what you believe? There's no evidence to support the idea that C Team was executed. We don't even know if they're actually dead.
That was that we haven't experienced that one. Why do they all have collars this time?
What's wrong?
I'm pretty sure there's no mistake. C Team really was executed.
How do you know?
I know because I just do.
Then what about Eric? How did he die?
He has the shift powers.
Oh, like that.
What in the hell?
No.
Who the hell did this?
In Ward Q,
There's only Mira and...
It was both of them, Mira and Q, but mostly Mira.
What?
This doesn't seem like a blackout.
Oh, hi, Zero. Wait, are you Zero? I don't think you're Zero. Unless...
Look out!
Oh no,
Are
Sigma!
you alright, Sigma?
Diana, run!
No, I can't leave you here.
Yeah, more than
I
likely
go
Phi.
with you. I just slow you down.
You're wounded.
Just go.
Probably did that so that way he can hopefully jump.
Now's your chance. Fly here. Hurry and go.
I'm assuming we're running through those and not like having to do a puzzle.
Phi!
What's wrong?
Sigma, he...
Oh no, it's gonna be dramatic.
There!
Sigma, please hang
Oh, it's you, Luna.
Oh.
on. Luna?
I'm sorry that it came to this, Luna.
Oh,
The me from the past won't be coming back here.
oh
My shift connection's been cut.
no. Oh no.
I'm sorry. No, you won't be born in this world.
What are you saying, Sigma?
Oh.
I'm...
No, not just you, Luna. Kyle, Lagomorph, the others.
Kyle?
But
Lagomorph
it's
sounds
better
familiar.
This way.
I'm trying to remember who Kyle was.
History's changed. Mankind, this world, will surely be.
Sigma!
Phi's just standing there.
Diana, I know this is difficult. It might be affecting me even more than you. But it's dangerous to stay here. We have no idea when the killer will return. Who is the killer?
Should only be the two of us now, VOD.
Yeah, you're right.
Man, I really wish they were better at audio mixing.
Is there really anywhere to hide?
Wait. You don't really think it was me, do you?
Get away! Stay away from me, you murderer!
Hey, wait! Diana!
No, she looked familiar. Luna was built in the image of the redhead. Time jumping is so weird because you're probably right.
Why? Why?
She probably was
Why would
built
I
in
kill
Deanna's
Sigma?
image. Time is so weird. There goes Phi.
Phi? Phi!
Oh yeah, Kyle was K.
What happened? Please, hang on!
It was... the killer.
The killer? Do you mean Zero?
No, I don't think so. It wasn't Zero.
Then who?
You have to escape here, Diana. If I die, you can...
What are you saying? You can't die. I'm so sorry, Phi.
It's... okay. It's okay. As long as you survive.
Why did this?
This
did she mean by familiar smell, I wonder?
Now announcing the current casualties. C-Team, Carlos, Akane, Junpei. Q-Team, Eric. D-Team, Sigma, 5. These 6 are now deceased. As a result, 6 X-passes will be revealed. Fire, Crash, 5, Ice, Dad, Time. That is all.
6 X passes. If I put these in,
They all have a very interesting relation to each other for the words. Because Carlos, when he passes, his word is fire. His parents died in a fire. Sigma turns into dad, which is weird. Let me see. Fire, 5, Crash, Dad. No, not the flowchart. Not the flowchart. We need the log. Ice and time. Ice and time. Yeah? Yeah. Yeah, something's very suspicious with the dog. But, like... I don't know what to do about that. Did she just get stabbed? Yep, we got stabbed. It was the dog. The dog is the only one there. Like, who are you? What if there's like 2 instances of Akane being here? Like, what if there's a clone? That wasn't even an ending. That was just, we died. Can't believe 5 faked her own death, right? How dare. Okay. Wait. All sections cleared for...
I don't know what it means by saying that.
Okay, let's check on Q again. Oh wait, have we already done 2 things for them? Maybe? No. Okay. Let's see, let's do the one with Eric's face. Oh, this one looks like it's long. I know this is crazy, but I don't think the dog is a real dog. Maybe. I don't know. Something does seem suspicious about the dog, but I'm not gonna pop off. I'm not gonna be like, I'm gonna target this dog.
this place is.
Oh, it's
pod room, I think.
It's gonna have me do the darts
Something
puzzle
like
again.
that.
I hate that one.
But I don't see any pods here.
More importantly, where's Mira?
Maybe she's dead this route. Who knows?
Mira! Where is she?
Well, even if you ask me.
Does that mean you don't know?
Yes. Stop being mad at this child.
I hope Zero didn't. I won't forgive him. I won't. Mira is my angel.
Oh yes, she totally won't take your heart out of your chest.
Ah! Open!
Mira's
Eric, calm
a
down.
very good
How
person.
can I be calm? Mira might be stuck all alone somewhere, crying her heart out.
Not in a rude way, but I don't feel like she would be one to cry.
Eric, you need to stay calm in moments like these. You're just wasting your energy flailing about like that. Please, Eric?
I know. Of course I know that. There's no way I can just sit still here. Mira, the person most important to me. When I think about how she must be suffering right now.
Calm down and think of the Cloud District, Eric.
I feel the same way. I don't want you or Mira to be hurt at all. It's hard for me to even think about it. I don't have any memories. I don't even know who I am. I can't remember if I have someone important.
Aww.
I know to you and the others, I look suspicious for a person you just met. But to me, how I am right now, everyone here, is all I have. Because of that, I consider all of you very important to me. I don't want to hate anyone. I want to like you. I mean, if I don't, I'll be really sad.
Hey, I'm sorry about before. Yelling at you, I mean. Like you said, we gotta stay calm, right?
Eric.
Come on, let's find a way out of here, quick. Will you help me to do that?
Yeah, of course.
Their hand is so tiny.
That and Eric's hands are huge. I really don't like the look of the not billiards, the darts board thing.
Oh, there's something on the floor.
Strike. Okay. Very helpful.
3 green lines are on the screen.
What does that mean? Some kind of code?
I don't know. We don't have enough information.
Let's see. Well, I guess we gotta go over here.
Red circle. Oh wait, that paper we just found has a red circle on it too.
What about it? It's just a coincidence.
I don't think so. It has to mean something.
Hey, how long are you gonna stare at that? We don't have time for this.
No, hold on. The word strike was written in the middle of the circle, right? Doesn't that seem like it's saying we have to hit the red circle?
Hit the... Oh, I see now.
There's strange grooves. Huh? There's a metal thing in there.
We can't get at it like this. Damn. Hey, there's a hole here. Stick your hand in, okay?
What? And try to get the gear? I don't really think my arm's long enough.
Aw, come on. Your hand's small. Just do it. Maybe you can reach it.
Okay, if you say so. My arm's stuck.
No good, huh? And what are you doing? You're a total klutz. There's no way you could have reached it anyway. I was just joking, get it?
You're so mean. You were the one who told me to do it. Just help me get my arm out.
How rude.
We had a little bit of connection and he's just like, stick your arm in there. Ha! You stuck your arm in here? What a nerd.
Hey, it's a hammer. We can break down the door with this.
No, I don't think so. But it's probably useful for something else.
Well, you also can't really get to it. I see. I think you should do this one.
Huh? Why?
We'll divide up the roles. This is too easy for me, and I'll take care of what comes later.
If you say so. Okay, I'll try it.
Man, Eric. Eric is stinky.
That was so easy! Woohoo! It's open!
This puzzle looks annoying. You like these kinds of things, right?
Yeah, I guess.
I guess I'll leave it to you then. I'd do it myself, but since I'm nice, I'll let you try.
Isn't it just that you don't want to do it?
Oh, you got it? I could have done it faster.
Yay, the cover is open now.
Yeah, let's get the hammer. Now I can smash things with this. I'm gonna hold on to it, and not you, Eric. I do not trust you with this.
What's this portrait? Is it upside down?
It's making my neck hurt. Maybe Zero's got a hobby? I can't say I get a sense of art.
2 grown-ups and 2 babies. Are they parents? Maybe it's just a decoration.
Oh, is this room gonna flip?
What's this round shiny thing? It's got a bunch of numbers on it.
It just screams suspicious. It's not a touch and you die trap, is it?
What? I already touched it. At least it doesn't look like anything happened.
Just what is this? Does it mean something? Okay, what else haven't we looked at? Those green lines are everywhere in this room.
They're on the monitor too, right? Maybe it means something.
I don't know. It could just be a pattern on the wall. Everywhere meaning... Oh, I guess there's like 3 places for it. What if we try breaking the glass with the hammer?
Doesn't try to hurt, just make sure you don't break the button.
I know. Okay, here I go. Ow! It hurts. My hands have gone numb.
And the glass... Nope, not even a crack.
Am I not strong enough, or is this hammer bad? Damn. Out of my way, I'm gonna break the lock with this.
Wait, Eric, if you break it, we might get stuck in here forever.
You're right. Damn, I need to find Mira fast. Okay, so I guess strike one of these with this. If we hit the spot with the hammer, maybe... Oh! What the hell? Hey, the room just tilted?
Oh man, that was scary. Looks like hitting the red marks rotates the room.
But what's the point of all this? Here I go.
Huh? Nothing's happening. How about we try other marks?
Interesting. Whatcha?
Huh? Nothing's happening. How about we try other marks?
Here I go, 1, 2.
It looks like it's just sticking out. Is this right?
What do I know? I only hit it because the note said so. I'm just the one in charge of all the hitting.
We need to hit it back in?
Not sure, should we?
Well, I don't know. I guess we can hit it back later if we have to.
Oh. It's so interesting. Here I go. Oh man, that's a good workout. How this frame sticks out like the other one.
Hey, is this really okay? What if we're not supposed to hit some of the red circles?
What? Don't say that after I started hitting them.
You flailed the hammer around before I could say anything. It's fine, just let's keep going.
Maybe this way?
Bullseye!
Oh! How are we reaching this one?
It's too high to reach. Eric, can I climb up on your shoulders?
Ugh, why do I have to? Oh, but if it was Mira asking... Mira's thighs.
What is with you, Eric? Your face looks really creepy. Maybe try rotating the room. We'll bring it closer.
Okay. So... if we... Maybe once more here? No. Wrong way. Should I leave it like this? Okay. I was seeing if I could maybe get it to move more, but apparently not. But I have to. Because I feel like hitting either one of these. Yeah, hitting either one of these will move it just back from where I just moved it. Not sure what I'm supposed to do. Maybe looking at this one? Why is there a hole here? It's not as if we can reach the gear part.
Not doing it again.
There's not other spots that I'm missing, right? Yeah, and we can't just...
Oh. Well, aren't I silly?
There we go. Okay, now we can reach it. Let's break it with this hammer. It's impossible. Damn, what's this glass made of anyway? Not these puzzles again. Okay, I'll leave this to you. You got this.
You're so unreliable, Eric.
Ooh, this one's a little bit more tricky, I think. Maybe? Is it? Or is it just moving it this way? Oh, okay. It's moving it like this. And then moving it like that.
There we go. I know, I'm silly. Hey, it's open. That was easy.
Hammer's not gonna work. I guess we'll just have to unlock it. Okay, so maybe we just move it out of the way somehow? Because it is unlocked.
This one's already unlocked. We just have to unlock the bottom one to...
Oh, okay. Huh. Huh. There we go. We should be able to reach it this way. It's like that game. What was it? The one where you put the car out of the parking lot.
Oh, I know that game too. Why do I know that?
Maybe you played it somewhere before? Whatever, let's just get this off.
Where? I can't remember.
Let's see. Oh gosh. Why is this one trickier for me? Let me restart. See, move it like that. No? Because what we need to do is Professor Layton did not train me for this. Because we can get it like that, but we need to get it all the way down in there. So what we need to do something similar to this, but I think we need this guy to be there. Maybe?
There we go.
Yes, it's unlocked. I knew you could do it.
I got both locks open. Now we can open the cover.
All right, let's get that driver thingy.
Yeah. Yeah, I was able to get the two blues together. It was just a matter of figuring out how to do it.
Because my brain was just like,
It's a large driver. What can we use this for?
It's been so long since we've got an item. Okay, this doesn't have a weird thing that I need to combine, right? Okay, cool. A driver handle. It's a handle for a large driver. The tip is pointed. We can't use it unless we attach something to it. So we need to find another... Hello?
This is the right lock. I did the other lock, so now it's Eric's turn. Eric, you ignoring me? Fine, I'll do it.
Oh. Like that, and like that.
Yay! That was nice and easy. Yes, the right side's done.
Okay, so now we gotta go back and then have this room be moved. Let's go ahead and hit that. What? Oh. Alright, I need to hold the hammer. Bullseye. Yeah. Bullseye. I'm just gonna keep spinning the rooms. Oh, I needed to hit it the other way. Nope. So while we're waiting for me to rotate this room, I'm like almost caught up on Kamen Rider W.
This is the left lock. Okay, let's get this open.
I'll work on some cool lines to say when Mira and I are reunited.
I see. Okay, you work on that. I'll concentrate on this over here.
Okay. What? That was a weird one.
Yay, it's open. The left lock is done. Yay, the cover is opened.
Great. Now we can examine the serrated hole.
And this picture is that a Zero doll?
Become me. What do you mean? What do you... Become me. Okay, I think it's not for this, right?
I thought this driver thing would work, but the head's not matching the hole.
If we had a part that could connect the two, then it'd work. Okay.
Cover's off. Nothing's happening. I guess taking the cover off isn't enough. We should take a look at the hole.
That's not where I was clicking. I was clicking on the darts board thing. Oh, maybe... Wait, was there stuff that I missed on the...
Are you getting the bracket 187? Or is that a lowercase L or an uppercase I?
So I think what I need to do is line up the lines, perhaps? Maybe.
No, not the lines. Click the thing.
Just so much focus. No! Oh, because then that'll get the family portrait in the right angle. Perhaps? No, not that way. Let me look at this while we have it upside down. This part's in a different spot. Hey, I think we can reach it now.
Not me.
Fine, I'll do it. Damn, just a bit more.
What are you saying? You weren't even close, and you were taking it seriously.
What? What? No, I'm not. I'm just kidding around. It wasn't a joke. Okay. So... Wait, how did... Wait, I just need to spin it again?
Oh, okay. I see, you were making a little plague doctor face.
Finally, we can reach it. I knew I was just the man for the job.
I feel tired suddenly.
Okay, so now I can combine that with the driver. And so now we can go back over here and this is probably in the way now, isn't it?
Oh, I think the driver can fit in this hole. Could you help me, Eric?
Haha, there it goes. Perfect fit. Good job. Now let's see if we can move it.
Eh? Eh?
Wait, why does it equal 8? What? Oh, wait. Let me see. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 and 5. No, it's not. What? I thought it was the digital root, but then that would be like not that. How is it getting an 8? Oops, I think we messed up.
Guess the number can't go into the negative. We better be careful. What?
Am I just doing this brute strength? What? Oh. Okay, so it can't get into the negative, but we have to have it be. Okay. Oh gosh.
Well, I didn't think it'd be this hard. You need to keep the number from going below 0.
Okay. Okay, so for this one we can just keep going this way. And it just ends up. No? Wait, does it? Oh, okay, it started in the thing. Okay, I see. Okay. So. Take 30. Then if we add 20, take away 15, take away 3, take away 14. I think we messed up already. We add 10. Take away 14. Take away 3. Take away 17. Add 20. I messed up. Okay. I'm just gonna brute force this. So 50, 33. If that was a 2 instead of a 3, that would be perfect. 21, 28, 11, 3, nope. Bwah, bwah, bwah. Bwah, a bwah. Bwah, bwah, bwah. We get it so close! We get it so close! And then that brings us into the negative again. 28. 20, 17. Do we really end? No, I did it. Okay, we did that one. Okay, so now we just have to worry about this one. Hello, Tamuka. How you doing? I am struggling with basic math. And 15. I wonder if we'll have, nope. I was like, can we eventually get it by just spinning? Just go like, whoa! Like we were able to get that for the first one? One away. I mean, eventually we'll have to get it right. Right? If we do this enough times, maybe we'll eventually get it. Nice. Now we just kind of reset it. Oh! Yeah! I love brute forcing puzzles, not really. At this point, I'm wondering if it's just a VTuber trope or if a lot of VTubers just generally have issues with basic math. Well, it's just sometimes I'm okay. Back in elementary school, I was the first to finish math tests. Like back in elementary school, they would be like, here's a sheet of math and do it within this allotted time, and I would get the whole thing done with time to spare. And now it's just like, how many times do I have to rotate this? Like, if I sat down and thought about it, maybe. But y'all remember me and the darts puzzle? Yay, it worked. And now I think we can insert the big driver into this hole. Let's see if we can do it. Oh, because the things are still there. So does this reset? Okay, cool. It does not. Let's get that back in there. The steel frame is sticking out. I think we'll just... But why? We need to have it be fine. Why did it rotate me so far? Okay. Oh. Well then... Okay, we should be able to do this. Just kind of rotate it like that. And then you can rotate it like that. There we go. Green lights on the floor are all matched up. What? Oh, gone. The monitor slid up? Oh, must be because we matched everything. Hey, look over there. That... Don't tell me that's... Yep, it's a shotgun. Is that a shotgun? We can do anything with a gun. Eric? Get this case open at all cost. Unlock the locks on each side. You got it? Eric, you're really excited about a gun, Eric. Looks like more reinforced glass. We need to open it from both sides. Okay, let me actually click the thing that I'm trying to click. Damn it. Make a fool out of me. We'll have this puzzle. We have to do this puzzle again.
Calm down, Eric. These kinds of puzzles get harder the more tense you are.
I know, of course I know that. I am calm. Really, I've done it so many times already.
You did? I did all the puzzles.
Okay, so I move... Move that, and then move like that, and then... Oh. Move that temporarily, maybe. Also move... No, I messed up. Anything really can make your crush love you back with a gun. Oh no, that's bad. Oh no. Move that like that, and then move that there, perhaps? That moved that temporarily there. And then move that there, and then move you there, and move that there, and move that like that, and then...
Yeah. Yay! Yeah, I did it.
Well done. Now I'm closer to... I accidentally clicked too fast. I'm closer to getting the gun. Eric, why are you like that?
This puzzle's pretty hard.
I'm sure you can do it. It's easy for you, right? Open it and let's get the shotgun.
Easy, you say. Fine, I'll do it.
Oh. Let's see, we move that like that, maybe? No, I don't think that's right. Maybe? Let's see, let's... He needs help. Needs some milk. Yeah, he really needs some help. And then like that? It's just, wait.
Yay, we did it.
I almost reset.
Yes, it worked.
All right, good job. I knew you could do it.
Phew, finally got the 2 locks off. That was so hard.
Now the shotgun is mine. Yes, I finally got the shotgun.
Eric, I know you're happy, but don't swing it around like that.
Did we load the shotgun, or what? Where are the bullets? Get back. Now this is definitely going to break the glass.
Huh? Wait, ah!
Yes, the glass broke.
That was scary. You didn't even think about the ricochet.
The only things I can trust now are myself and this big gun. Yeah, that's not reassuring. The stupid glass couldn't withstand the power of this gun.
I'm just glad the button is safe. So now what? Are we gonna push it?
Who knows what it does, but we can't stand around doing nothing, right? I have to find Mira. She could be a whole lot more trouble than us. Was Mira the name of, like, the... Oh, is it Mira? Wasn't Mira the name of, like, the spicy lady in Silent Hill 2? Because he was looking for Mary, but didn't he find Mira? Or did he find somebody else? Oh, there she is, dead.
Mira.
Oh, are those Were those hand marks or were those burn marks?
What
What's... Huh?
is this?
Is that a key?
An electronic key? There are marks on her neck. Mira must have been strangled.
And now Eric's gonna blame Q or have a traumatic flashback. One of the other. Oh.
Stop it, Daddy!
What?
If you keep going, Crystal, he'll... Shut up!
Damn, this boy is filled with trauma.
Daddy, he's the bad one. He said to do it. He said to do it. And that's why I put it in the lake. I put Chris's body in the lake. Oh no, I must keep smiling. Keep smiling. Keep smiling.
Hey, Eric. Look.
Q, I don't think this is the best scene for him to witness after having a traumatic breakdown.
No. It can't be.
Junpei?
Oh, and then now we're witnessing that outcome. Oh, right, because that one just abruptly ended. That one didn't have that one technically wasn't an ending.
No.
Carlos just killed Akane. And he must have killed Junpei too.
Now announcing the current casualties. C Team, Akane, Junpei. Q Team, Mira. D Team, Diana, Phi, Sigma. These 6 are now deceased. As a result, 6 X-passes will be revealed. June, Jump, Virgin, Blue, Red, Milk. That is all.
I forget which one was virgin. Oh no.
6 people are dead.
June.
In blunder terms, if 6 of you die, the rest will gain all of the passwords and will be able to open the next door.
I feel like this is the first time we've had
Yeah.
June as a
We can get out.
What was that?
Huh.
Did I just hear you say yes?
No.
6 people died! And you... I get it now. So that's it. You teamed up with Carlos, didn't you?
What?
The reason D-Team died is probably because of the vote at 1330. You and Carlos knew that had happened. And then Carlos took care of Junpei and Akane. While you killed Mira here!
No. No.
That brings the number dead to 6. So that's why you did all that to get out of the shelter.
But I...
Ah!
Wait. It hurts.
You killed Mira! You killed her!
Eric, please stop thinking about your trauma. see Q grabbing that electronic key. I hope so. Like I said, Mira is the more sane member. Yeah.
Passwords. The X passes are.
Hey!
Her past is that she's just a killer. Oh no. I'm gonna be timed to put this in, aren't I? Unless. Oh, I can't get out.
No.
Please, please don't do this, Eric. This is a child. Oh, I didn't notice they had a little, like,
Eric,
on
I
button
didn't kill Mira.
design on their socks. That's
You
cute.
didn't?
Of course I didn't. I could
The
never
hand
do
size
something-
doesn't
Then
match
tell
up.
me who did it. Tell me the killer's name.
You.
But
20 seconds. That's all I'm giving you. You better tell me
Is you.
the truth. I don't like liars. Tell me, who killed Mira?
You did it.
19, 18.
You did. You meanie. It was you.
Me?
Yeah.
I killed Mira?
Yep.
Ah!
That was not the right answer.
why?
I don't think we have the answer for this one. Yeah, we don't have the answer for this one.
Because anybody else that we answer with, he's probably gonna be like, no. Okay, let's go to Carlos's team. Let's go with. Let's go with this green room. I'm liking the look of the green room. Man, there's so much information that we're gonna need to gather and like go back. Because we need to. There was that other route for that.
This is called the decontamination room?
I think you're supposed to clean off after returning from the surface. Well, that was for when there was a nuclear war and the world was contaminated.
Ah, that explains the showerheads.
Just as I thought. This won't open either.
The map shows an elevator hall beyond this door. If we came down the elevator normally, we'd be able to run into this room immediately, but
What about that? It's connected to the lounge.
I checked it earlier, but no dice. Locked up tight.
do you think Zero trapped us in here to make us play the decision game?
It's pretty obvious at this point. 1810.
I think it was about 13:30 when we finished voting and the drug put us to sleep.
So that means we were napping like toddlers for 4.5 hours.
Sigma has to survive so two can happen. Yeah.
Junpei, I have something I've been wanting to ask you. During the vote earlier, you told Carlos.
Come on, Carlos. Vote for Q Team. Yeah, what about it?
What about? How could you be so horrible? You used to. You'd never have said that a year ago.
Oh, like you're one to talk.
What?
Why are you being so rude, Junpei?
What happened to you, Junpei? What happened while I was gone?
I'd like to know more about you too.
What's that, Carlos? Does that mean you're interested in me?
No. My focus is my little sister.
Are you?
Got no time for a love life.
That's
Heh, so our hero of justice has a sister complex.
yeah.
Junpei?
Yeah, Carla.
Carlos really is worried about you.
Well, it's more I want to know about you both.
First.
Weren't you friends as kids? And last year you were trapped just like this and escaped together. So why?
Why the animosity, you mean? That's exactly why.
Junpei.
I've
It was
seen
her that
people
said that,
die.
right?
Horrible, cruel deaths I never wanted to see. So many. I'm probably becoming numb.
So
After what
dramatic.
happened last year, I quit school and joined a detective firm.
Oh no, we can't hear him.
Man. What made you want to do that?
It was all because of Akane there. She up and disappeared, so I went to a firm to try and find her.
She
It's
didn't
small,
disappear,
but known
yeah.
to work among the underground. I've snuck into places running human organ trafficking like they're trading cookies. Saw a coworker I'd just finished eating with pushed off a rooftop the other day. Never had a by-the-books case where I just had to prove he cheated. Every job that passed my hands was dirty and dangerous. That's when I realized humans aren't as beautiful as I thought. I'd only been skimming the surface all this time. So every day, after work, I'd drink myself to sleep. I slept in my bathtub with the shower running. It was the only way I was able to get the scent of blood off me. But last month, finally, I got intel through our network that Akane was joining this experiment.
So that's why you came to decom.
Yeah, I threatened those in charge and forced my way in.
I see. So he's kind of snappy because he wasted like so much time and had to see so much, and so he's kind of questioning if it's all worth it.
So, Akane.
Or at least
how's
something
Santa?
like that.
I mean, Aoi.
My brother.
I heard about Ace. He's stuck in jail if he hasn't escaped yet.
Oh, good.
Lotus is doing all right. She's working and raising her kids still.
Nice.
Who told you this?
That detective guy, Seven. I worked with him once. We destroyed Free the Soul's headquarters.
Destroyed?
Hey, what's Free the Soul?
A religious cult. They're a freaky terrorist organization who never stop trying to create their new world.
They abducted my brother and I 10 years ago.
And the game we played last year was related to that big kidnapping case.
My brother and I were trying to track Free the Soul's movements, but you were too, Junpei?
I came across some info on them while I was working. Seven was the one still on their trail. But I kind of think we went too far by destroying their headquarters. I'm pretty sure we pissed off their boss. I think his name was Brother.
So wait, you're saying this Zero the Second has something to do with him?
Do you know anything about it, Akane?
I already told you I'm not connected to this. I don't know why this person is calling themselves Zero.
Why don't you enlighten us as to why you joined DCOM, Akane?
Junpei,
Someone using that name has thrown us into a similar game. No way you can ask me to believe they're unrelated.
Stop it, Junpei. From what I can tell, Akane's the victim.
I'm here to change the future. Free the Soul is currently attempting to implement a terrifying plan. I infiltrated the experiment to stop that.
So you knew that this game would happen?
I don't know. I didn't know any specifics about all of this.
But you just said it's to change the future.
A very distant future.
So you access the morphogenetic field and...
Hold up.
Carlos
What
is
are
like,
you
please
talking
slow
about?"
down. What's going on?
A little late, perhaps, but I will now announce the voting results.
Why are you just now doing this?
Why'd he have to interrupt now?
All three groups have voted for different tales. For, none have been explored. Current death count, 0. I can't say this is an ideal situation for any of us involved. It appears that none of you fully grasp the essence of this game. Think back
This is the first time we're hearing it.
Their ward's decontamination room.
What?
The construction of all of them are the same. A yellow button exists on the wall in each.
Oh, that thing.
Pressing it activates the showers in the other wards, and they will rain down a solution of hydrogen fluoride.
Hydrogen fluoride?
It's not only acidic enough to melt a body, but it even dissolves glass and iron.
Oh.
Explaining what would happen if you were under it seems unnecessary. That button on the wall is your right to freedom. Using it will kill the other teams, and you will obtain the needed X passes to escape. I have one final thing to tell you.
Let me guess. If nobody presses it, everybody dies.
After the first team pushes it, the button will become inactive for both of the other teams. Your time limit is 3 minutes. What will you do? Will you press it or refuse? It is ultimately all up to you to decide.
Isn't it obvious?
Junpei!
Wait! Let's think about this. Get out of my way, Akane. We need to push the button before the other teams do.
What are you saying, Junpei? Are you really planning to sacrifice everyone else so you can escape?
It's to survive. It's kill or be killed. So we need to make sure to kill them first.
Junpei, you've changed so much.
Junpei! Damn
Oh, no.
you! Do you want to die? You're okay with never seeing your sister again?
Maria.
Maria.
Hell, I'm dying. I do not hope
Maria was the other name. That's right.
today.
For the Silent Hill too. I think.
Don't, Carlos!
Maybe?
If none of the teams push it,
Yeah,
then it has to
Maria
be like
and
when
Mary.
we voted.
While you're wishing on a star, we'll end up killed.
Junpei!
Push it, Carlos!
So what, I just gotta wait out 3 minutes? Nope, only 10. Cool. Or 10 seconds. So let's see. Let's see if we unalive.
It's been 3 minutes.
Does that mean none of the teams?
It has to mean no one pushed it.
Oh, that was the longest 180 seconds ever.
No, it's pretty short.
You're telling me. I'm
Mom,
nearly drowning
time
in
for
my own
more.
sweat.
Non-generation
Like I
problem.
practically had that.
Hello,
acid
Lisa. How you
already.
doing? The 9 months. Yay!
It seems there may be a misunderstanding, so I shall clear them for you. I never said the showers would activate as soon as the button is pressed.
Oh no.
Which means you've yet to learn whether the button has been activated by someone.
What?
No. Then when will we?
In another
Less
round,
than a
probably.
minute left before we're knocked out.
Oh no.
That means
So you're saying we won't even know until we're already melted into goo?
Now, it's time for you to sleep. When next you
My candy corn pack was loud, wasn't it?
you will have no memory of these past 90 minutes. Pleasant dreams.
Okay, just got a little sick, but I'm living. Oh no! Well, hopefully you got better. I know a lot of people are getting sick right now, probably because of the weather change. The very sudden weather change depending on where you live. Let's see. Let's go back to D team. Let's go to all their decontamination rooms. I feel like that'll be fine. Get all that stuff over and done with. First come, first saved. Did I not read the thing for the other teams?
Damn. Won't even budge.
Does that mean it's locked?
Went from 80 to 50 in a day,
seems
yeah.
that way.
So that means we're trapped, huh?
Where are we?
A few days ago, it was like in
Decontamination room.
like the
That's how it's labeled on the map.
like in the 30s, like
There are
really close to
showers in
30,
here?
so almost freezing.
You need to wash all contaminants off after you return from outside. Well, in the case of nuclear war, of course.
Which means there are 2 exits heading to the surface. Here, in the X door in the lounge.
You're right. It looks like there's a hall to an elevator outside. I don't see how they're connected on the map, but it must be there.
Okay, then let's escape through that door.
How exactly do you propose that...
Looks like it's been welded shut.
Maybe it'll open if we push that yellow button over there.
Did you not just hear that it's welded shut?
Then what exactly is it for? Should we try pushing it?
It's clearly suspect. Better not.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not sure why Matt Mercer is
Anesthetic
Sigma,
was injected after the VODs.
but it is definitely Sigma.
1330.
So we've been asleep for almost 4.5 hours.
That might not be true.
Right. Zero did say.
Once 90 minutes are up, an injector in your bracelet will activate. An anesthetic and an agent to erase your memories will be administered.
Means we could have woken up and fallen asleep several times since then. But we just don't remember any of it.
I wonder what the results of the voting are.
It's highly unlikely that C-Team was able to survive.
Why?
You got blamed for teachers
Even have
getting
to
sick.
ask?
Heck, everybody's getting
Diana
sick
voted
right now.
against the plan on the note and chose C-Team.
Whoa, wait, hold up. What are you saying? I thought Diana voted for Q-Team. Isn't that right?
I'm sorry. I don't really remember.
What? How is that possible? How could you forget? After the vote at 1330, he told us we wouldn't be injected with the amnesia meds.
Right, I remember it exactly. Diana had chosen to vote for Q-Team.
No! I know for sure that she definitely voted for C-Team.
Nonsense, you must be out of it.
You're the one out of it, you senile old fart.
Stinky. I guess this scene plays no matter which one you choose.
Wait. Don't tell me. Jumped?
Jumped? Where are we getting lore dumps from
What
then?
Sigma was going on about back in DCOM? Well, it's all true.
Oh, when he was saying mankind would be destroyed? What did he mean exactly?
Man, I really wish they
Do you mind explaining?
audio mixed a little
Even
bit
if
better.
I did, I don't think you'd believe me. It's highly likely you won't even understand. You see, the things Sigma and I have been through are, complicated and mysterious.
Does that mean your consciousness came from the future? 2074?
Yes, but that's not exactly right. Sigma and I both originated from the current world of 2028. Our consciousnesses were sparked by a specific event into jumping forward to 2074. We returned to April 2029, where we lived 45 years normally through time. In January 2074, our two consciousnesses rebooted to the past again, and essentially ended up at this point in time, Christmas of 2028.
I feel like I would be doing the same thing.
See,
Just
you don't understand, do you?
It doesn't have to make sense. You only need to believe us.
About what happens in the future?
Correct.
I have to know then. Why was mankind destroyed?
It's not exactly destroyed. It
You're just
isn't as if there
eradicated.
aren't any survivors left.
But a large number are.
Yes, the dead number 6 billion. It's all because of Radical 6. A horrific virus that affects the human brain. It spread quickly worldwide, and humanity began heading to extinction.
The location the virus originated at was the experimental facility, Decom. That was what we were told, anyway. Some of the information appears to be incorrect, though.
How so?
This is just a guess, but I think Radical 6 wasn't leaked from Decom. I've got a feeling it came from the shelter instead.
Regardless, back then we believed it all started at Decom. So we infiltrated the facility as subjects to prevent the release of the virus. Akane's help.
Akane?
She's the leader of a secret group called Crash Keys that wants to save the world. Using the organization's assets, we hacked the admin server.
I feel like this is the first time
Altered
we
the original
heard it
subject
referred
list
to as
and
crashed
data.
keys. Interesting.
I see. I mean, it all seems so fake. I can hardly keep up with all of it.
We're not lying.
It's true.
All right then.
If you say so.
I'd like to go back for a second. Vi, you said you jumped earlier, right?
Yeah.
Does that mean...
A little late, perhaps, but I will now announce the voting results. All three groups have voted for different teams. Zero.
I'm so glad.
I can't say this is an ideal situation for any of us involved. It appears that none of you fully grasp the essence of this game. Think back on the rules you were told. You will remain in the shelter for eternity until 6 people are killed.
See, I think this was the first time we heard the term crashed keys,
A single action
but I could be wrong.
may result in your escape from the depths.
It could be something that I've just forgotten.
It's simple. I shall show you. The other two teams are listening to a message just like this one. In their ward's decontamination room,
Another moment where we don't
Can't
have
be.
to press a button.
the construction of all of them are the same. A yellow button exists on the wall in each. Pressing it activates the showers in the other wards, and they will rain down a solution of hydrogen fluoride.
What? Hydrofluoric acid?
Oh no!
It's not only acidic enough to melt a body, but it even dissolves glass and iron. Explaining what would happen if you were under it seems unnecessary. That button on the wall is your way to freedom. Using it will kill the other teams, and you will obtain the needed X passes to escape. I have one final thing to tell you. The early bird gets the worm. After the first team pushes it, the button will become inactive for both of the other teams. Your time limit is 3 minutes. Press it or refuse. It is ultimately all up to you to decide.
Wait, don't!
I'm doing it to protect you two.
What?
Sigma's just
It's
like,
not to
I
escape.
want to press A
Of
button.
course I don't want to kill the other teams. But if we don't act, we're the ones who die.
It's not for certain. No one pushes it before 3 minutes are up.
But if we wait, all 3 teams will be killed. The acid will melt even our bones, and all that's left will wash down the drain. Is that how you want to reunite? To hug and cry together in the drain? By then, we wouldn't even be able to see or hold them.
Wait, Sigma!
So dramatic,
Calm
Sigma.
down!
How could I possibly do that? Someone on another team could be pushing the button right now as we speak.
Just listen, please! Zero did say that we had 3 minutes. But he never said what would happen once the time limit ended.
She's right. 3 minutes is just a space of time. There's still a chance nothing will happen after the deadline is over. It must mean that we're being tested
Yeah.
to see how much we all trust.
Please believe, Sigma. Trust the other teams.
Imagine if we did press the button, though. It's just like, trust Sigma, trust the other's teams. Anyway, bam. Smash that button.
Nothing's happening.
Yeah.
See? I told you, didn't I?
Smash that
Now I
like
got
button,
the others to
Sigma.
push the button. So that's proof that the other teams can be trusted to cooperate.
It looks so sad. Like, man, 2 buttons that I'm not allowed to press.
I never said the showers were activated as soon as the button was pressed. Which means you've yet to learn whether the button has been activated by someone.
What?
And when? Then the anesthetic will...
I get it now.
Don't tell me we'll be asleep when...
Now, it's time to sleep. But in next way. But you will have no memory of nothing's past tonight.
Man,
Pleasant dreams.
just the amount of like how many times we just can't hear dialogue because of the background music being too loud is so ridiculous. Okay. So let me see, we still need to do it for these nerds. Yes. Oh, we're almost done with this team's stuff. Might as well finish theirs up then, after this one. First come, first saved queue. Okay, so they're all first come, first saved.
Let us out! Let us out of here!
How long are you planning on doing that? Bang all you want, it won't open.
Damn it.
Just take a second, calm down. We need cool heads.
Would you like to melt while you're still awake, or do you want
Hey!
some sleep?
What the hell are you doing?
I'm sorry.
I would prefer being unconscious if
know
I were
what
to
that
be
button does?
forced to melt.
Well, no, but maybe the door opens with it.
As long as it
really
wouldn't wake me up.
wasn't going to push it though.
Kids are a pain.
But he could have a very good
so
point.
mean.
We haven't heard anything from Zero. Just sitting around here is useless. Maybe just one tiny push?
Hey, Mira.
Just kidding. I'm not that reckless.
Unless.
Don't scare me like that.
But we really don't know much at all. We may be at the point of crazy decisions. The only thing we know for sure is what time it is.
And you can't even be sure of that. Zero could be
Must have
lying
been
to you.
around 13:30 when we fell asleep in the lounge. So,
Wouldn't be the first
4.5 hours?
Wow, you calculated that fast. And at your age, even.
Was it good?
Oh, they're all
I was just about
flustered.
to say the same thing.
Seems you still have that problem with numbers, Eric. I
Savage.
recall you having trouble calculating change when we first met.
Thank you for
Hey,
the stretch and hydrate.
Come on now.
Is that how you two met? I want to hear.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Tell us about the ice cream
Face
shop.
has gotta be all red.
Oh, he's actually blushing.
I still remember every detail. The fateful encounter was on a Monday.
Oh my gosh, what a
The
nerd.
sky that morning in Nebraska was full of
Nebraska!
thick clouds, though the gloom cleared in an instant. Like a miracle.
Why did they choose Nebraska?
I always
Nevada and
mustered up my best
Nebraska.
smile for customers. Even the boring regulars I was tired of seeing. I still offered the most delicious ice cream to them. I was getting sick of it, though. Oh, now, don't think it was my work I was unsatisfied with. I really truly love ice cream. But as the days passed, everything felt hollow. As if there was a hole in my heart.
True, at least it wasn't Ohio.
I thought it was just another normal day. I wasn't expecting the moment it changed. I couldn't believe my eyes. I didn't think such a beautiful sight existed in this world. My God, the feelings that hit me. I'd never felt anything like that before. That was when I realized this had to be a miracle. Mira entered my life. She was an angel that looked like a customer.
Shouldn't
Poor
it be
Eric.
the other way?
The details aren't important. You look like you don't understand. Well, I don't blame you. I didn't get it either. Mira was just such a vivacious vision of beauty. I was just a lowly ice cream shop employee. Next to that, there was no way I would be a good match. But then Mira...
I was a lowly
Wow.
Baskin Robin boy.
Me, an angel? Gotta be kidding.
But it's true. You really are an angel to me, Mira.
You stole my heart, literally.
It's like you're a completely different person now. I think.
Aw.
Huh?
Well, earlier your face was pretty scary.
Did I frighten you that much?
Yeah.
Oh. Gosh. I'm so sorry.
It's okay. You were probably just rattled about what's happened to us. I could tell you were a nice person under all that.
What are you? You're an odd duck.
Looks like you've gone back to your dopey expression again. I guess you've calmed down, huh?
Dopey? Man, you're really harsh, Mira. But yeah, I'm okay now. That's right. I'm fine. I can definitely smile no matter what.
Unless. I mean, I don't know. He did forgive her after
Wonder
being
why
unalived
Zero
by her,
decided
so.
to lock us up in here anyway.
Right. Seems like too much effort for it to be just a joke.
A lot of money was pumped into this whole thing.
Maybe all of this is supposed to be part of the GCOM experiment? They wanted to investigate how a closed space affected change on emotions, right?
But then why did they want normal people like us to
Why
apply?
is it so loud?
Wouldn't you want people in helpful professions to go to Mars? Like military officials, researchers, other skilled professionals like that.
Maybe the reason they chose civilian subjects is because they're planning to send those kinds of people to Mars in the
And
future.
doctor her replicant,
That
right?
sounds right. Strangers living together on Mars for an extended period of time. What kind of problems would that bring? How would the subjects figure out solutions to the resulting troublesome situations? According to the DCOM staff, that's what the experiment was trying to determine.
Like the chair-bound old man. They put us in a difficult position on purpose. To observe how we get out.
The sponsor
I'm
is
sorry,
a
what?
civilian organization that hopes to expand business worldwide. Maybe they expect to be part of a colonization of Mars in the future.
Colonizing Mars?
Chairbound old man? What?
Hey, have you ever
Maybe
heard
it's
this before?
another
If you
part
want
of
to
the flow.
transport live koi from Brazil to Japan, putting only koi fish in an aquarium will result in most of them dying. But by adding something to that same container, you won't lose a single one.
What is it?
A piranha.
A piranha?
What?
But how does that even work?
I guess their self-preservation instincts kick in.
I get it. The fish become so afraid of the piranha that they make an effort to live. That nervous state becomes the power to keep them alive.
Interesting, I guess.
In order to survive, you need that sense of urgency.
I see. So, for an actual Mars mission, it'd be a good idea to have a murderer on the crew, huh?
An imposter, perhaps.
Kidding!
Yeah, they really did
Hey,
just like
Rick,
drag and drop the,
don't say
the dubbing
scary
and
things
called
like
it good.
that.
Oh, so maybe all this stuff is something similar. Living quietly in DCOM becomes boring, so the emotional state will fade. If you intentionally inject a sense of emergency,
A little late, perhaps, but I will now announce the voting results.
Like, it really,
All three groups have voted.
it really seems like either they had like a really soon deadline or like something messed up in production. Because there's so many just like little,
I can't say this is an ideal situation.
I I almost want to say quality of life things that are kind of issues with this one. I don't think quality of life is correct, but like, you know. Like, I wonder if this was, if like it's had the same balancing issues when it was like initially released on the Vita and possibly 3DS? Because this is technically like the second release version of it. So you think they would be able to have touched up a few things here and there? And they just didn't? I'm not sure. Like, if anything, they might have touched up like textures.
What?
And then called it good.
The construction of all of them are the same. A yellow button exists on the wall in each. Pressing it activates the showers in the other wards, and they will rain down a solution of hydrogen fluoride.
Probably the case. This is a common problem for a lot of VA games, I find. Yeah.
Even dissolves glass and iron. Explaining what would happen if you were under it seems unnecessary.
Because, like, Somnium Files had, like, a few audio balancing issues, but not as many as this game has.
And you obtained that needed X passes to escape. I have one final thing to tell you. The early bird gets the worm. After the first team pushes it, the button will become inactive for both of the other teams. Your time limit is 3 minutes. What will you do?
How I candy corn.
Or refuse? It is ultimately all up to you to decide.
Oh, we gotta hurry or we'll die!
Don't worry.
He's just gonna punch that thing.
Trust the others.
The others, you say? What the hell do you know?
Hey, stop! Where did the nice Eric go?
Shut the hell up, you fucking brat!
Oh my gosh, Eric!
Hi, Eric.
Calm down! Mira, quick, get in front of the button. Oh!
Mira! At least he's quiet now. I'll
Awesome.
leave the rest of this up to you.
Huh?
It'll be interesting to see how you handle this.
What?
For a killer, you're really cool, Mira. I'm guessing it's a porting issue where the frame rate on PC is too high and animation aren't tied to audio, so that's why the dubbing is off. Well, it's not so much with like the lip flap being off, it's more of just like the audio levels are just wild. Solved the all audio slider, thankfully, all the time with the VAing Japanese games. The voice actors, there's no in between the voice acting team and the team that
Seems
puts
like
it
the
in the
other
game.
teams
Sometimes they
didn't
skip
press
over
it
or
either.
overlook.
I'm so
That makes
glad.
sense. So they're just more focused on like replacing the audio files than
Are we
like
safe?
actually messing
really
with audio
knows?
mixing.
Mira? What? Watch where you're staring!
It seems there may be a misunderstanding.
Are you telling yourself that, Eric?
I never said the showers would activate as soon as the button was pressed. Which means you've yet to learn whether the button has been activated by someone or not.
What? Then
We'll have to wake up to find out if we're alive or not.
Happened with Xenoblade 2, I believe, as well. Also, voice to text still hates me. Oh no.
Next you wake, and you'll have no memory of these past 90 minutes.
I didn't know it was a.
No!
Wait, is it the same studio that did that? Or is it just like general dubbing stuff? Okay, did we unlock more stuff or... Oh, we did! Interesting. Okay. Let's see, I'm gonna finish off the new stuff for Q Team. And then we'll do the other puzzle rooms for the other teams. Because I think I can vaguely see which one was added because of doing that. Oh no, Radical 6!
Huh? Why?
no It won't even budge.
Ah! The hell is that?
A bad pillow.
Formaldehyde solution.
Oh
with-
no.
A pig.
It's okay, Mira. I'm right here with you.
We're in the biolab, right?
So there's a bunch of biological research here.
Jeez, this place is really creepy. Why is something like this in a bomb shelter?
Why is there a baby penguin in
Maybe
one of
the
them?
builders thought to be prepared for some kind of pandemic.
Pandemic?
An infectious disease that hits on a global scale. It's like a sudden deadly virus outbreak.
Maybe this place is an isolated location for researching all kinds of viruses like that.
Oh, okay.
Or maybe Zero put it here in order to do something to us.
Like what?
Like maybe taking the ingredients and cooking all of us a nice meal.
Ugh.
I understand a lot of the time
isn't
when it
it,
comes to dubbing a company, we'll reach out
too
to a
early
recording
for
studio.
dinner?
It's been
Envious.
4.5 hours
Have to
since
have
we
them
fell
meet at the
asleep in the
studio.
lounge.
Other times they're
4.5
trusted
hours.
to record
I
audio.
knocked this
and
out
send
for
over
quite a
sometimes.
while.
No, not necessarily.
Okay. So yeah,
We
definitely
could have
just
woken up a bunch of
depends.
times during all that. But if Zero erased our memories,
Right, they
Course,
really
you
do
wouldn't remember.
it differently after
No.
2020.
What's this?
slash the pig's stomach.
Whoa! For real? Would that mean that we...
Probably.
Why? Why do we have to do something like that?
I have no idea, but it's not like we really have a choice, do we?
There's no way to leave. We're just gonna have to do what he said.
Okay, puzzle room.
Okay, let's see what all we got here. We got some solutions, some suspicious liquid. It won't explode if we mix it, will it?
Oh, like mad scientists do, right?
Well, that's an old-fashioned reference. Okay, we got some green and some red, or pink, rather. Nope, okay. Figured it wouldn't be that simple.
This is a clean bench. It's for preventing contamination of samples while working.
What kind of combination?
Substances like microorganisms, bacteria, things that shouldn't get mixed in samples.
I see. You really know your stuff.
I gotta turn on a little lamp. It's getting dark in here. There we go. Now I can see.
Dibs on the microwave.
Let's see.
Oh yeah.
I don't think there's any point to putting that in here.
I just wanted to look at it, but okay.
No, let me move. There's a penguin in here.
So sad they're in that specimen jar.
Really?
It's dead, so it doesn't really matter. It's a butterfly specimen.
Hey, that's weird. I can't move it. It looks like this is the only one locked in place.
What could that mean? This is a seahorse specimen. What is a seahorse anyway? Kind of shrimp? A starfish? Snake?
They're a type of fish. It's hard to tell, but they do have gills.
That's how you summon the moths.
That's my secret. I'm trying to summon the moths.
I think
Mashiro.
There's a specimen of some plant. Maybe it's an experimental plant that can live in a populated world? Sounds like the setup for a man-eating flower from a bee movie to me. Okay, so we need another specimen from somewhere. Damn it, why the hell is Zero trapping us in here? Pounding on it is not gonna help it open. Stop wasting time.
We only have so much time and energy. Let's follow Zero's instructions for now.
Let's see. 4 buttons, each a different color. This might be... You think if we got the combination right, this thing would open? I think so too. Let's try it. I don't know the combination for the Simon Says. This seems so complicated. Oh no. Yeah, I'm just gonna not deal with that right now. Zelf secretly a moth. That would be pretty fun. I just had an idea. What if I had like a moth alt? I probably won't do that. I have so much stuff to do with models and just like in general stuff.
But wouldn't that be fun?
Nah. It's locked. No keyhole that I can see. Is this even open? What about those buttons there?
May as well try them.
Huh? I don't think this opens. Looks like it's a grown-up's turn now. It won't open. Maybe it's broken? Let's keep looking around. One of us. One. You heard about Zero Escape now. Get ready for zero idea what I'm doing. Right?
I don't think it opens.
Like, I feel like these are... Like, the puzzles aren't as hard, it's just figuring out how to go about doing the puzzle is rough.
Looks like researcher's note. Must have been doing research on cells.
I know. It's telling us to look at the cells in the microscope. Careful examination of the green and pink liquids reveals two different cell structures. Separating the liquids result in different colors. One thing is clear after inspecting the separated liquids under the microscope. The cell structure is unique for each color. Okay. I don't know how that'll help, but...
Hey, I want to see too. Hey!
Would you just shut it? This is why kids are... Give me a sec. I can't see anything.
How exactly are you gonna see anything without the lens?
Oh. It needs a lens, okay.
Why is only this one piece on the model red?
It fell out and I barely touched it. I swear. Did I break it?
Maybe we can use it for something. Let's take it.
Piece of DNA model. Okay.
That might help somewhere.
Hey, there's a dotted line on this pillow. Maybe we're supposed to slash this pig?
Be a lot easier if it is. No harm in trying.
Except we don't have a knife or a blade of any kind.
This piece from the model, does it have a hole the same shape as the screws?
I think we can unscrew with this. Oh! Yes, the cover's off. Okay. I feel like this might have some relevancy to something. I'm not sure. Got the cover off, but what exactly is this? Any ideas?
I might have seen this before. Or not. Maybe I would have known before I lost my memories.
Could you imagine if this was Kyle? Probably not. No idea what this machine is. If only we knew how to use it. Okay, we need to find something that tells us how to use a centrifuge. Oh. Okay, let's see. Set the dial to A to mix the liquid.
Set the dial to B to separate the liquid. This must be the manual for the centrifuge.
This device is used to mix and separate liquids. Place 2 test tubes with liquid into the machine. The centrifuge will mix them and output the mixture into 1 beaker. Place 1 beaker with liquid into the machine. The centrifuge will separate the liquid into 2 test tubes. Okay, so we need test tubes. Sure, a lot of tools. Wonder what they're for.
I don't think anything here is useful.
Let's leave them then. Who knows what would happen if we moved them. Okay, so we got what we needed for there.
There's a sink. Oh, and some caster wheels at the bottom. Maybe we can move it?
We can try. It's not moving an inch. Damn, I think it's locked in place. Well, then just flip the locks on the wheels, silly.
A knife!
There's a sink on this thing. Hey, look, I found this in here.
That knife looks pretty sharp. Maybe we can use it to cut open the pig's stomach?
Okay, we'll go back over here. Slice open the pillow. All right, I'm gonna do it. Ready? That is so dramatic for no reason. Looks like there's a bunch of things inside. Let's take all of them out. The incubation period for this virus is extremely short. Mortality rate is 100%. Symptoms include blood erupting from the body, then death. That is also dramatic. Okay, we got a microscope lens. Okay, cool. A power cord. What's this paper? Fanatic Bio R? Never heard of it. Q maybe has. Okay, so let's go ahead and select this microscope and then put it in there. I think we can use this now. And then maybe we can look at this. I don't know what this is telling us. It's too fuzzy to see. I mean, I don't think it's too fuzzy. I think it's just I'm not... This looks exactly the same. Slash the pig stomach, huh? Could that be in a place like this? Okay, so obviously we need to do something else. We still need to find the test tubes. Whoops, I don't think the power cord's even connected. And I doubt we can turn it on as it is now. Let me see what I missed. I think this is an analyzer, but it doesn't look like the power is on. Okay, so we need to take the power cord to this. Oh, the power turned on. But we can't use it yet. It looks like it's on standby mode right now. The cover over there opened up. What could that be? There's a thin hole on the side here. Maybe it'll turn off if we stick something in. Something thin and long. A knife? Maybe? I think the knife will fit in this hole. Let's see. Hey, it fits perfectly. Yes, the analyzer's on. I can't believe using a knife for the lever actually worked. Me neither. And if we take the knife out, we can still use it. Oops. The blade broke off inside, and now it's useless as the knife. Idiot. Look what you did. Damn it. How are we gonna cut the pig open now? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to pull so hard. Damn it. It's all over. Zero's gonna kill all of us now. What's done is done. The analyzer's still on, at least. We'll find another way. This thing will analyze liquids, right? Yep. It shows results if you put 3 dishes of liquid in. So let's do that and see what happens. Sorry, I just realized I might be able to, like, go back to the one puzzle and, like... I don't know. Sorry, I was thinking about the room with, like, the little mannequin dolls, and it was the library, and it gave us a code, like, soon before leaving. And I was like, if I was smart and wrote that down, I probably could have just gone right back and put that code in. Let's put 3 in and see what happens. 3 dishes at the same time. Okay. Well, we've got 2. Let's put this liquid in first. This will be the second one. Oh, can we just do this? This liquid is the last one. Okay, let's start the process. I guess that was the wrong set. Was there a hint around here anywhere? Probably, but I haven't looked at it. I still think this pig is the one, but the big question is, how do we get it out? This is it. Time to prove I'm a man. Yeah. Ow, my hand. Wait, not even a crack? What the hell are you? There are caster wheels on it, but it seems like it's locked in place. We'll need to unlock them if we want to move it. Ooh, was there... It's a clean bench. Okay. Is there anything... Is there anything... Gross, there's specimens everywhere. What are they doing with these? Maybe just to freak someone like you out? If only Zero was a fun prankster. We're locked in. We should just do what Zero instructed for now. Let's take another look at these. Maybe it's green, red, red for the combination it wants? Maybe? Or I'll do red, red, green. Why? My gut's saying this is right. Don't you think we shouldn't do this blindly? Maybe we have the hint for this already. Do we? Do we have the hint for it already? Because we have that, and we have the centrifuge manual. Careful examination of the green and pink liquids reveals two different cell structures, even though they look basically the same. Separating the liquids results in different colors. One thing is clear after inspecting the separated liquids under the microscope. The cell structure is unique for each color. It looked like the same. Want to taste that funky slushy you got there in the upper left? Right?
I wonder what flavor it would be. Oh, and the beaker's in place. Let's start the separating process.
Oh, okay, we didn't need the beakers. Looks like they cleanly separated. We got blue and yellow? Yep. Let's put the pink in there. And so we got red and white. Yes. Looks like a bitter grape. Mayhaps. It would be sick flavored. Oh. All the cells in the white liquid are by themselves. Oh. The cells in the red liquid are in groups of 3. Oh, okay. So it's probably gonna be a thing of like, white is 1, red. Nope. Red is 3. That was the order that I put in things, right? Yeah. Wanted to make sure I didn't get them mixed up together. The yellow one has groups of 4. Pulls 4. The yellow liquid cells are... Never mind, I can't count apparently. Nope, why did I look at it? It is weird that like it has like a limited amount of like space to put on this memo, and erasing counts as me actually putting something in there. I don't know if that's meant to be the case. And then blue is 2. Blue is 2. Okay. So... The cells in the blue liquid attach together in 2s. Okay, so that has something to do over here then. Well, we didn't have it, but let's try it again. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay.
Yay, it's unlocked.
Good job. Pretty amazing for a kid your age. What age am I? All I know is I'm a child. Ugh, I won't lose next time. I mean, I guess that makes sense that I have amnesia, so nobody really knows how much I am. Wait, how do you know my age? What's in this box?
Huh. Transparent specimens. I think we can fit all of these in the box.
Let's find out.
Huh.
Well, this is gonna have to be that, and this is gonna have to be that, right? Or maybe, like... No. Yeah. Maybe... No. Let's just... Okay. So you not, well, no. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so it needs to have one on each. So the squid has to be here. Yeah. Can they go over? Because otherwise this frog won't fit anywhere without like blocking something. I'm just gonna have him be there. Because I don't... Would we have to... Could we overlap them? I feel like not. But I'm not too sure. Just put the chameleon on the shrimp, it's fine. Put that right there, put that boy there. I don't... Yeah, I figured it wouldn't work. No. There's something else we could do for a second. They just aren't fitting right. Okay. I thought maybe they would say something. Maybe I have to leave second time. You just need to match the red and blue X's, right? You have to start with the big pieces for these kind of games. Like that snake piece. Okay, that's the one hint we're probably gonna be getting. But like, is that a valid space? Like the real question is... Oh. That makes way more sense. Okay. So... So what we need to do is we need to start with the snake piece. So the snake piece... It would have to be like this. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh buddy. In theory, we would go with the chameleon next. So that would be there. Okay, we've got a good start here. Maybe put the frog here. And then the shrimp can go here. And then we put that one there. Okay, the squid was always in the right section. Nope. No, I thought I was onto something. There's the tiny one is off. The squid? So maybe... Or maybe the shrimp? But then, no. No, get the frog back there. Maybe... No. It'd have to be there, right? Swap the squid and the seahorse? Okay, I'll start with putting that there. Oh! Oh, thank you! I almost hit reset instead of actually completing it. Capsules? What do we need these for? Are we supposed to take them? I don't really like capsule pills. They have to be cherry flavored. Eric, you aren't still taking children's cough syrup, are you? That is concerning. Unless it's like a comforting thing. Interesting. So... these capsules, he's not telling us we have to take them, is he? Maybe if we mix them with something, they'll give us a clue? These pills I wouldn't want to take. Oh, maybe... Because the colors match. Kind of. So... would we want to just put this over here? And do like an all red one? Why am my gut saying this is right? Don't you think we shouldn't do this blindly? Maybe we have a hint for this already. I feel like this would be the hint. It's just a matter of figuring it out. Because I think the white one, or the empty one might be white. Maybe this one's orange? A lime green? So maybe 2 yellows and then a green? There's nothing on the monitor. Hey, do you think we can use this computer to do research? I don't think so. Let's keep looking. Why else would they have us, like, zoom in on it like this, though? If it wasn't important. It says that we have... like, it's saying it as if we have the answers already. There's a spot for one more. Let's put in the blue and like the white and make a light blue. Looks like it's fully mixed. It just says blue and not like light blue. It's very... Now I have orange. Is this gonna show us anything? No. Okay, so this is just... it didn't work. So I think we're probably done with the microscope. There's 3. This has 4. Technically 5, but we don't know what the 5th one is. I feel so silly. These puzzles are making me feel so silly. Door doesn't want to open. There's no spot for a key either, so maybe we're not supposed to. Was there anything else that we needed to do here? Like, we haven't used this yet. Like, we need to have something done with it. No. Hey, isn't this sink kind of weird? The faucet's on the other side. You're right. We can't use it well like this. Oh, and no water's coming out. Is it broken? Oh, there's something inside. It still feels kind of cruel even as just as a pillow. We've got some useful things out of it, but I'm betting we still have to cut the other one. I hope you're wrong. It's locked in place. Let's try this. Definitely not breaking that easily. What are you going to do if the cover breaks? Jeez, why would you think things through before you do something irreversible? There's an outlet on the back. It's locked in place. I think I'm gonna look up hints. Just so that way. Just so that way I can, make a little bit of progress with this one. So, Zero Time Dilemma Spoiler-Free Guide. Let's see. Walkthrough. Dun, dun, boom, dun. Dun, boom, boom, boom. I hope this is actually not spoiler, or doesn't actually have spoilers. Okay, Biolab. There's only 3 puzzle rooms with this team. Okay. Okay, we got the beakers. We got the note from in front of the computer, I believe? Yeah, that was the first thing we grabbed. We got the DNA helix, centrifuge, note on the shelf, right at the shelf, took the knife, used it on the pillow, used the power cord on the thing, used the knife, green liquid in the centrifuge, so get blue and yellow, need the centrifuge manual from the shelf, yep. Open the lockers, capsules. I've never claimed to be smart. I've never claimed to be smart. I've never claimed. We got 1, 2, 3, 5. In different colors. They're not correlating with this, right? Okay. So maybe... There's only 3 spaces to put. Okay. So... So let's separate these colors. Oops. separate these ones. Okay, so I believe I need to put in a yellow, unless it's supposed to be a green. But I don't know. So it's, unless it's supposed to be a green, it might be supposed to be a green. I don't know. We'll try. We'll try with it being yellow, just in case. Did you say that's like supposed to be purple? I believe. No, I don't want to look at the pig. And then red and blue. Okay, maybe that first one is supposed to be green. I don't know. Purple. And then separate this purple. This one's so involved. And get that blue in the hand. Okay. So it is. So we're gonna sink into my couch once we get out of here. Okay. So it was green. So let's put that blue and the yellow in there. Wow. No, Okay, now let me actually leave this space. Put that in there. It still doesn't quite look quite like that color though. I hope it's not wanting like the other blue. Might be what it's wanting. I don't know. If it still doesn't like this next combination, then I will just explicitly look at the guide. And be like, okay, what exactly is it that you desire from me, game? Okay, and then we need to go back over here and separate this out. Nope, I don't. Maybe it wants the other blue? Might want the other blue? I don't know. It should be fine, right? Oh, what am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong, guide? Put the centrifuge cover into the UV machine. What?
machine? What? The UV machine? Is this the UV machine? Is it? It's the UV machine. Is it the UV machine? Nobody said this was UV machine.
Oh, I think this thing will fit in here. The centrifuge cover? Huh. Well, we can try it at least. Letters appeared on the cover. Wow. Orange, blue, white. Orange, blue, white.
What were the capsules for? What the fuck?
I'm calm. I'm calm. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. This is perfectly fine. It'll come into play later, I am sure. Okay. Orange. Blue. And white. Wow, it's a baby. Yay, we did it. No matter how bad the situation is, solving a problem always cheers you up. Huh? There's something in there. A specimen cylinder. It looks like there's a human fetus inside. Fetus? A fetus? What's wrong? Why are you turning your head away like that? That's a creepy specimen. Ooh, okay, so what do we got here? We got bird, fish, dragonfly, a virus, I'm assuming, and a person. So it has some correlation with this. We got 5 birds, or 1 bird, 2 fish, 3 persons. Oh, okay, it's an order. Okay. So are we able to move these now? No, please let me look around. Okay, so you're technically a bird, I guess. Penguin specimen. Do I have to look at you with the baby? Only the butterfly specimen can't be moved. Is that important? Is it? I believe so. So this one needs to be in the 3rd space. Yay, perfect fit, but nothing's happening. Maybe the positions are wrong. Maybe there's a right order to these. Let's see if we can change them around. You're in spot 3. You were in spot that. Assuming that. Yay. Ah, now I see. That's how it goes. Glad you're here.
Oh, it's nothing.
I knew it too, of course. I noticed way before. Hey, don't ignore me! Some kind of machine came out. Fingerprint authentication device? Do we have to prove our identities now? What if the exit opens if we do it? Let's just try it out. Ow, that hurts. What the? I thought I just wanted a fingerprint.
What is this?
Was it some sort of trap? Damn it, I'm bleeding. That hurt.
Huh? What's that sound?
Maybe it means we passed the authentication? Hey, look over there. The light by the sink turned on. There's so much involvement in this one. The green light turned on. It must mean there's power. Did anything change? Well, let's see. This thing, it can move? wheels are on it, but it's locked in place. Oh, maybe we can... We would, in theory, be able to move that to there, but I don't think I can move. What's this thing? I had to look there. I had to look there. It's a UV radiator. It's used mostly for drying and strengthening adhesive materials. So not for toasting your skin to a beautiful tan then. Okay. What? It's stuck again. I think I heard it click when it stopped. Look, there's a light on the equipment over there that turned on. So that means that it can be moved too? The green light here turned on. We have power. Yes, and now we can move it. Here we go. What? Now the light's red. Did I do something wrong? Watch out, get away from there. It exploded. Here we go. Oh, this thing's heavy. The smell is disgusting. Quit whining and move it. Didn't you want to prove you were a man? You can do it, Eric. So now it's breached containment. It's kind of hard to cut when you're holding it, huh? It's pretty heavy, so I don't think we can. Oh, we gotta put it over here now. Let's not touch that again. Yeah, I've had enough of getting hurt. Just put the pig on there. No? Put it in there. I don't think there's any point to putting that in there. Put it in here? Nope. Use it on the glass? Oh, so this pig is in place now, but how do we cut it open? Thanks to someone, the knife's broken. I moved the thing, so I'm not touching it again. Would you just chill, Eric? Let's just look for something to replace the knife. Like some broken glass. You gotta be kidding me. That super hard glass shattered into pieces. It didn't seem like it'd break very easily. Maybe the glass was designed so that it'd break easier from the inside. Okay. I think the power's on, but it still doesn't work. No water. Need to cut the pig's stomach open, but I broke the knife. This machine has a drawer. Maybe something's in it? There's a... Oh, it didn't let me click on it earlier. Huh? There's a drawer here. This is a scalpel. We could probably use it. Let's take it with us. For the pig. Pig's all set, and I have the scalpel. But where do I start cutting? Oh, for crying out. Here. Give me the scalpel. There's a trick to it. Whoa, so clean. Does your family own a farm, Mira? Something like that. Now, let's see what's inside this thing. Just show her the pig's heart and she's just like, what? I thought people only had that. Is this a person?
Zero.
17 years ago, a woman died. Her chest carved open with a sharp object. Just like that pig there.
I wonder who could have done it.
That woman was alive. Her heart was still beating as the organs carved out.
Just savagely calling her out.
Was quickly caught. He must have planned to escape via taxi, as he called one before his capture. The police arrested him before he was able to utilize the waiting vehicle to flee the scene. Instead, a genius surgeon climbed inside. He was heading to the hospital, a seriously ill patient awaiting his arrival for life-saving treatment. However, the taxi got into an accident before reaching its destination. It collided with a large truck. The resultant red once redness. Sadly, as a result of this accident, the driver and surgeon died.
Huh.
As well as the young boy waiting for surgery. Life is truly unfair. Don't you think?
Interesting.
What is the point of him telling us this story?
It's just some kind of act, right? probably doesn't mean anything.
I'm not sure.
Now then, let's begin our game, shall we? The rules are as follows. A pig's stomach you cut open contained 3 syringes. Each of them is filled with a specific virus called Radical 6.
Radical 6?
This virus is special. It awakens a desire to kill oneself, among other things. Once infected, symptoms appear as early as 10 minutes, or take up to 2 hours. And the host soon finds the urge to commit suicide irresistible. The mortality rate is 75%. Transmitted through liquids, it's highly contagious. Oh yes, I believe you located a set of documents during your search of his room. A set of files on FBR, the Fanatic Bio-R virus. The mortality rate of this virus is 100%. Infection results in blood erupting from your body, then death. An antagonistic relationship exists between Radical 6 and FBR. If you were to be infected by Radical 6, it would be cancelled out with the addition of FBR, and you are unaffected. Conversely, injecting Radical 6 into you after becoming infected with FBR will cause them to destroy each other and leave no adverse effects.
Interesting.
So a single virus is toxic, but using the other as a vaccination provides an antidote.
Now, here's an important piece of information for you. I am what you'd call a clairvoyant, one who knows the future.
What is he talking about?
If I had foreseen that you would all choose to inject Radical 6 at this moment, I would have made sure to coat FBR on the fingerprint authentication device for you. Meaning, you'd already be infected with the Fanatic Bio-R virus.
That device over there?
Oh, I do remember feeling something when I touched it. Like a prick.
So we were all stabbed by a poison needle?
On the other hand, if I saw that you were not going to inject yourselves with Radical 6, then I would be sure to leave the needle clean. That way, you would not become infected with Fanatic Bio-R.
Wait, what? What are you saying?
I'll say it once more. If all of you plan to inject yourselves with Radical 6, you already have FBR.
Hello, Michael. How you
If you are
doing?
not going to inject yourselves, then you are not infected right now. Which means, in either case, you being saved is a foregone conclusion. There's no reason for you to worry about the situation. What will
So...
you inject yourselves with Radical 6, or refrain? It would be best to consider.
Schrodinger's...
Say that your
Schrodinger's
decision
virus.
is already known to me.
So wait, do we even need to choose?
Huh?
If what Zero told us is the truth, then the outcome will be the same. If we inject ourselves with this Radical 6, we're already infected with FBR. So they destroy each other and we're fine. And if we don't do it, that just means we weren't infected with FBR in the first place.
But what if it's a lie?
Huh?
He's saying, what if he's lying about being psychic? Well, if you think about it, the likelihood that he's lying is incredibly high.
So then, what do we do? What the hell do we do?
So many mind games here. I mean...
I'll go ahead and say no.
We are cats now. We truly... We have both injected and not injected it into our bodies.
Maybe we shouldn't.
Yeah, right?
Care to share your reason?
after everything, the issue isn't if Zero can see the future or if he's lying. It's just like Eric said, if Zero does have that power, then it's the same either way. That means all we need to do is think about what happens if he doesn't have powers. The important thing to determine is if we're actually infected with FPR.
So you don't think we are then?
No. In fact, a virus called Fanatic Bio R existing in the first place is very suspicious.
Radical 6 sounds just as fantastical.
No. There's no doubt that Radical 6 is real.
Yeah, that's real.
I've heard of it before. Well, it could be that Zero wants us to become infected with Radical 6. But instead of doing it himself, for some reason he's unable to.
So he needs us to do it ourselves then.
Hey, what the?
The door!
It opened.
Let's get out of here! If we're too slow, then the door might up and close on us.
Wait, Eric!
Mira, don't do it.
Hey, Mira! What are you doing? We must have been right not to inject it. I still feel okay, and more importantly, the door opened for us.
There's still another possibility, you know. That Zero really does have the ability to see the future.
If it's true, then we would have been right if we had injected the needles too.
Hey, did you tell the truth earlier?
About what?
About Radical 6 being real.
Oh, yeah.
How do you know about it?
Well, I'm not sure.
Did you get any more suspicious?
I know what I know, okay? I can't help that.
So why not share? Tell us more about this Radical 6 virus.
More. I'm not even sure where to start.
It is really feeling
How
like
about
this
its
kid
name?
might be Kyle.
Oh, that's easy. Aside from triggering intense suicidal impulses, Radical 6 causes the infected's thought process to reduce by 1 root 6. Therefore, when 1 second passes for them, the world has gone through root 6 seconds, or roughly 2.45 seconds. There is also the word radical. Aside from meaning things like extreme, it can also refer to a radical root. Get it?
Oh, so that's why it's Radical 6.
But is it really possible for thought speed to be slowed down like that?
Yep. The infected, through changes in DNA methylation and histone modification, gain epigenetic mutations in the control mechanisms of their genetic expressions.
Wait! Could you maybe simplify that, please?
Oh, the body's composition changes as a genetic switch is flipped, more or less.
A genetic...
Switch?
Let's try this. A common scientific thought until now was that parental characteristics didn't transfer. Recent research has changed that.
Guys, tell me
Now
like a
know
Dodo
that it
character.
can be by flipping certain
Looks
genetic
like Doug
switches.
from Walking Dead game.
Regardless of what kind of experiences the parents had to go through,
I forget
their
what
DNA
Doug looked
blueprints won't change. But within that expansive DNA coding, the question of what should be read seems to change based on experience. The change becomes especially apparent when the parents' lives are in danger.
Like maybe if someone was trapped in a shelter and forced to risk their life.
So, if Eric and I did the horizontal tango right now, the baby might end up psychic.
What?
Why are you bringing that up?
Anyway, so if Radical 6 really does flip the genetic switch... Hey, are you listening?
His wiggles.
Yeah.
Just like,
So
oh,
you're
the
basically
horizontal
saying this
tango.
Radical 6
Oh,
virus
wow.
is super dangerous, right?
Yes, there's no doubt it is. So Zero said earlier that Radical 6 transmits through bodily fluids and is highly infectious. If someone infected with the virus was to go outside, then mankind, 6 billion people, will die.
6 billion?
Now announcing the current casualties. C-Team, Carlos, Akane, Junpei. These 3 are now deceased. As a result, 3 X-passes will be revealed. Fire, crash, 5. That is all.
Fire, crash, and 5.
What the hell? C-Team is dead?
It's obviously because of the vote.
The vote?
At 13:30.
Then... But wait, did everyone from C-Team really die? We haven't seen their corpses or anything. They might still be alive.
No, they're dead. I'm sure of it.
Why?
Because...
He's right. I don't think they're alive.
You too, Mira?
I'm trying to think of the words associated with each character.
What do you think, old man?
When they pass.
C-Team's gotta be alive, right?
What are you doing, Eric?
His
He's not
fire
gonna
is
answer
to
you.
Carlos.
Hey, you don't know. Maybe he...
Can speak?
Now it is time for you to sleep.
Zero.
When next you wake, know you will have no memory of these past 90 minutes. Pleasant dreams.
Because I'm just thinking one of their words is crash, so that means that they're involved in the crash after the heart being stolen. So it's very...
Okay, well,
Let's see. We are caught up on their stuff until we go into the new. And then we just have all of these ones with C-Team. And then a few with the D-Team.
but since it is 6, it is time for us to go on over to here. And then find somebody to raid.
Let me do another quick save here in the background, just in case.
Well, let's see who's streaming today.
Hey guys, 2 quick questions. Number 1, what the fuck am I looking at? Number 2, can you stop?
What do you mean?
Can we not do this?
Wait.
For 5 seconds?
Are you telling me to end or are you telling me not to end?
Okay.
Let me see. Ooh, we've got Amma.
Man, it is... Yesterday there was like nobody streaming, and now there's a whole bunch of people that's streaming. That's good. That's good.
Let's see, what's Amma? Ooh, is Amma drawing a dragon character?
It's looking really cute so far. So we're gonna raid Amma. I feel like it's been a while since we raided Amma.
So let us do that. Oh, Amma. And then let me see, what's a good raid message?
Let's do a small brain raid, because me figuring out that last puzzle room was rough. That was a bad time. So here's the small brain raid.
Thank you everybody for joining me. We're gonna be continuing this We're gonna be continuing this game tomorrow at noon. So hopefully we get a lot of progress done tomorrow. I'm hoping anyway. But yeah, everybody say hello to Amma, and then
we'll figure out. I really feel like the kid is Kyle. That or it's like I'm not sure. Because I don't think Junpei and Akane boinked. I'm not sure. But I don't know. There's weird brainwave things going on. So time traveling, teleporting people other than just their consciousness might be a thing in this one. Who knows? We'll see tomorrow. Hopefully we get like a lot of progress. I don't know if we'll be able to finish it, but I hope we're gonna get a lot of progress. And I will have a guide nearby, maybe earlier if I get stuck. But I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye. 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 Hello, VOD watchers. We are doing the raid. And then now I shall